Hello, warriors. Lady ReShell here, author of Take Charge of Cancer, founder of Warriors Talk, where we empower individuals to take actions that lead to a healthier lifestyle. This is 31 days, 31 facts in the month of October in recognition of Breast Cancer Awareness Month. This is a special edition of Warriors Talk. So we will be coming to you every single night in October to give you the facts. So this is day 5 and I'm getting it in. This is day 5 and tonight we're going to talk about dealing with a life-altering illness. So join me. So, day 5, and we're talking about dealing with a life altering illness. And the first thing that I want to say is I know when you're dealing with a cancer diagnosis, you you are dealing with something that's life altering, right? You have to alter your life, everything around you for the rest of your life when you're dealing with a life altering illness, whether it's cancer, diabetes, high blood pressure, lupus, some type of mental illness, that's anything that's life altering, that's not of your norm, then, you have to do some things to make sure that you are actually operating in your new norm when you're dealing with something that alters your life. Like when somebody alters maybe like an outfit, like a dress or something, or they alter, something on their bodies or whatever. Like it's never the same after that, right? It's different. It's the same thing with an illness. So the first thing I want you to do is if you're dealing with a life-altering illness is do not blame yourself. You're going to have enough to deal with for the road ahead. And the last thing you want to do is to beat up on yourself, right? You want to be kind to yourself. You want to love on yourself. You want to make sure that you're telling yourself all of the positive things so that you can deal with all of the negative things as they come. So you need to make sure that you are not blaming yourself. Some things that happen to us is really beyond our control. And some things are just written in our story for us to deal with. And although we wouldn't have chose this for our story, but if God allowed it, then there must be some way for us to deal with it. There must be some way for us to cope with it. So I'm asking that you be kind to yourself and that you don't blame yourself. The second thing that you should know when you're dealing with a life-altering illness is that I want you to get the knowledge, right? Get the knowledge that you need in order to empower yourself with this illness, right? Because a lot of times sometimes we just turn a blind eye, and we're like, I don't want to know anything about it. I don't have it. I don't want to know anything about it. I don't want to even deal with it, and so you're neglecting it, but it's still happening in your body. Things are still happening to you physically and mentally. So you need to make sure that you are getting all the knowledge that you need so that you'll be able to cater to yourself and in this new altering lifestyle that you have. Don't allow it to cripple you into not moving forward. So get the knowledge that you need so that you can take care of yourself. And so that you can, Tell other people who are going to be helping you and to take care of yourself so that they will know how to properly treat you. So the third thing you need to know when you're dealing with a life-altering illness is that I need you to get past the why me. Do not stay stuck in the why me and become bitter and become withdrawn. Don't do that to yourself. You have to continue to push. So have your why me moment. Scream, kick, cry, do it. But then I'm going to need you to, at some point, to get past it and say, okay, why not me? Why not me? And then ask God, how can this life-altering illness be used to glorify him? Because a lot of times it's just not all about us. It's just, oh, why me? But ask him, how can I use this cancer, diabetes, heart disease, lupus, mental illness? How can I use this to glorify you, to bring glory to you? What can I do? Takes that pressure off of you. It removes that why me. So the fourth thing that you can do when you're dealing with a life-altering illness, which could be mental, at some point you're going to have to own it. You know how they say, girl, they said I have cancer. No. What I want you to say is, cancer don't have me. Right? Cancer don't have me, but I want you to own what you're going through. Right? Own what you're going through. You don't have to use those words. I have cancer. I would say, this is what I would say. So funny. I would say, the doctor said that I have cancer. I wouldn't say I have cancer. I would say the doctor said I have cancer. Right? So I know some of y'all are saying that's not owning it, right? But owning it is past saying that. Owning it is, I'm getting my knowledge. I'm not blaming myself. I'm getting past that why me, and I'm doing things to take care of myself and to make sure that I am living as healthy as possible as I can with this life-altering illness. Own what it is that you're going through. That cancer, it's a word, right? It's a word. You are so much more than that. You are so much more than that. So own what it is that you're going through. Own how you are taking steps and strides to make yourself better, physically and mentally. Number 5 is create a place of peace. You're going to need it. You're going to need it. It's going to be so much going on in your head to where sometimes you're just going to want to give up. You just not going to want to be bothered with anybody. You're going to get to a point to where you don't see the light at the end of the tunnel. You don't see it. And sometimes because you don't want to see it because of the thoughts that are going in your head. You have to create a place of peace, whatever that is for you. If it's exercising, if it's yoga, if it's meditating, if it's reading, if it's praying, if it's spending time with your children, if it's taking up a new hobby, whatever that looks like for you, create your place of peace. It's going to be less stressful for you. So if something is happening and you're just having a rough day and you just can't seem to just pull it together, go to your place of peace. Number 6, when you're dealing with a life-altering illness, It's supposed to say, let someone in. Let someone in. Okay. Don't try to do this by yourself because you can't. You cannot do it by yourself, and you should not want to do it by yourself. So I'm going to need you to let someone else in. Okay. Let someone in, because it's going to be a load off of you. And not that you're going to be dumping all on somebody either. And I encourage you to get a counselor, get somebody professional that you can talk to. But you're going to also need somebody, that's close to you within your circle that you trust, that's not going to judge you, where you can, tell them how you're feeling and get it off your chest, and not hold all of that in. So you're going to have to let someone in, let someone near you, let someone close, let someone know what you're going through. Okay? And know that you're not alone. You're not alone, and you don't have to do this alone. You have to be able to trust someone to walk this journey with you. And that's why we have survivors. When it comes to cancer, we have survivors. We have sisters. We have warriors. We have thrivers. Because we're not walking this alone. Because you can't do it alone. You need someone to partner with you, to say, you going to make it. Girl, you going to make it. Girl, you going to live through this. Girl, this just one day. You going to make it. And I'm going to be right here making sure you do. I'm going to push you when you feel like you can't take that next step. I got you. I got you. I got you. And we have to make sure we're there for people when they're going through. Stop avoiding people when they're sick. Stop always texting them. Pick up a phone and call them. FaceTime them. Ask them, can you meet? Go meet. Take them out to breakfast. Take them for some coffee or something. Stop being selfish because you are, I don't want to be bothered with people when they're sick. You may get sick one day and people may not want to be bothered with you. And you're going to want somebody to be bothered with you. So number 8 is stay active and living. Make sure that you are living. I mean, do some things that you like. Take up a hobby. Like if it's something that you've never done, like if you always wanted to skate. If you always wanted to swim, take some lessons. Take some dance lessons. If you want to take up knitting or something, do that. Like, just stay active. When people call and invite you somewhere, don't always say no. Don't always say no. Get up and go. Get dressed up and go. And live while you have the energy to do it. Do it. I encourage you to do it. And my last thing is educate others. Educate other people who is probably new and getting ready to go through what you're going through. Educate somebody. Educate the people around you. Don't just be in this by yourself. Don't. It's so much better when you have people around you that love you and that support you and that want to see you thrive and that want to see you do better. They'll start researching stuff for you and say, hey, I saw this on the internet. Maybe you could try this. I saw this recipe. Maybe you could try this recipe. They said that these shoes are comfortable for people who are diagnosed with. I mean, you have to be able to trust other people. And the only way that you're going to help yourself and to manage whatever it is that you're going through to the best of your ability is to get educated. And then you help those around you, you educate those around you too, so they know what you're dealing with. None of us have to do this alone. You shouldn't have to. Not when you have people that love you and that want the best for you. So there you have it. I just gave you 9 things that if you're dealing with a life-altering illness that you can do. I ask that you share this video out so that someone else can get the knowledge. Join me tomorrow for day 6 of 31 Days, 31 Facts, which is a special edition of Warriors Talk in recognition of Breast Cancer Awareness Month. This is Lady ReShell, author and founder of Warriors Talk, where we are empowering individuals to take action that leads to a healthier lifestyle. I encourage you to join me tomorrow.